to the channel, guys. What's up, guys? Kaise ho? I hope everyone is doing great. Today is going to be a work day, a campaign day. Basically, we are shooting something for Maruti Suzuki. Actually, this is pending since almost 2 to 3 months. So what I was doing here is I was actually checking out the script. Today I'll explain how you become an influencer, how you make money on YouTube, working with brands and for campaigns. It might help any of you guys if you're interested to become an influencer. And this is only for the Instagram reel, what I'm doing today. But I thought I've never shown the behind the scenes, the BTS of how collaborations happen. So I thought today I'll make that particular video. These things usually happen sometimes, just like that within a day. Morning pitching hoga and by night we'll have a confirmation, but sometimes it takes months. Like for example, the Maruti Suzuki thing, it's taking a lot of time. Anyways, the thing is, finally the car is here and we are going to go and do a shoot. Later about the influencing part and all that, how you can become an influencer, what are the ethics you have to follow so that brands approach you, all this, I'll talk later after the shoot. Okay, let's go because we're getting late. I mean, it's definitely fun, all this work, because it doesn't feel like work when you enjoy your work. Right now I'm sitting on a Thunderbird, a Triumph Thunderbird. Right, is correct. By the way, Akhil is here to assist me with the shoot. Hi. Remember Akhil? A helmet is telustundi. Yeah, the hero. He is also making vlogs these days.
Yeah. Akhil vlogs 007.
Akhil vlogs 007.
00 దొరకలేదు అందుకని.
You're doing lifestyle content or you're doing automotive content?
Automotive
right?
content. Like
so basically,
BTS.
if you want to see BTS of vloggers, of YouTubers, he's posting that very interesting stuff actually. Yeah. I don't know whose bike is this, but looks good. Yeah. And now they're not producing this bike. This is a Triumph Thunderbird. Sounds good, but. So I told you, right, Akhil started vlogging and all that. Yeah. So please support him. That's very important.
Thanks, Anil.
Right now, are you getting any brand deals? E-point lo?
E-point lo.
So ఏంటంటే ఈ vlog is about the campaigns and all that.
Okay.
Whoever is planning to become an influencer
okay.
or
it's nothing like
so for now, no one approached you.
No one.
Yeah, it will take time. We started, I think, 2 months ago.
2 months ago.
For me, I'll tell you my story later. But I think around one year or maybe more, 2016 2017, 16 time, YouTube was nothing that time. So that time it was very difficult to even pitch that I want to make a video, can you pay me? There are no PR agencies, nothing. Now at least there are agencies dedicated for getting your campaigns. I'm hoping Akhil gets one so that it feels good, Yeah. That's what I was telling him. It will take some time, but continue doing this for at least 1 year. Don't see the money, don't see the views. You enjoy what you're doing, and then someday some brand will come, some PR agency will come and say, you're getting decent amount of views. We would like to do a barter. It might start like that.
Okay.
And you should be open to that. It's not always about money. Sometimes I do it for free because profile building is also important.
Yeah.
మిగతాది వచ్చినాక మాట్లాడదాం మా క్యాంపెయిన్ టైం అవుతుంది. So right now I gave Akhil the script so that he understands the shots. I've also explained what is my script. I only made the script, by the way. But of course we have to send this for approval to Maruti, and once we get the approval, then we can shoot it. Without the approval, if you shoot it, there'll be a lot of back and forth. They might not approve it after you shoot it, so it's better you get an approval. Right now Akhil is reading the script so that he understands what kind of frames and what kind of shots he can take. So for today's campaign, we are shooting the Maruti Suzuki Swift, the CNG model in specific. Okay, we are trying to get some behind the scenes. We did like 2 or 3 shots, 3 takes, but we're hoping to get some good shots. Lighting is perfect. Before that, we'll have to get it done.
Full of half.
Keep shifting with the SCN. It's been very long since I've sat in a Maruti Suzuki Swift. Last time I sat was in Goa when we took a car for rent. And I've realized I think Marutis and Hyundais in India have the best air conditioners. They're so chilled. One of the best. BMW's German cars are bad at AC. Right now we have to go for a small spin. Meanwhile, Akhil will be capturing some Instagram shots. He was also just saying, "Enta kashtapadtamu Instagram shot kosamu." Like it takes so much of effort.
For one
Like
reel, we have spent at least 2 to 3 hours.
2 to 3 hours.
Minimum, that's
ఇంకా
minimum.
reel కాలేదు.
ఇంకా reel.
Mostly it should be done in the next half an hour. We just take a spin, take some shots of that and come back. కూర్చో Okay, we are done with the shoot. I think we got all the good shots, hopefully. వెళ్ళి ఎడిట్లో వేసినాక మాత్రమే తెలుస్తుంది. ఆఫ్టర్ దట్ ద బ్రాండ్ సమ్ టైమ్స్ విల్ బీ లైక్ Sriman, you have to reshoot that. 99 times that did not happen out of 100, but once it happened, I think for TVS or someone, I had to go the next day, again take the bike, again plan my day. చాలా ఇరిటేటింగ్ అవుతుంది అప్పుడు. దట్స్ ద రీజన్ ఐ గెట్ మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద షార్ట్స్. బెస్ట్ థింగ్ టు డూ ఇస్ టు హ్యావ్ సమ్మన్ లైక్ దిస్ టు హెల్ప్ యూ అవుట్. ఓ మై గాడ్, ఇట్ మేక్స్ అ లాట్ ఆఫ్ చేంజ్. మావాడు క్యూట్ గా ₹1,00,000 ఎక్విప్మెంట్ లోపల మర్చిపోయి వచ్చేసాడు. సడన్ గా ఏదో హల్కా లైట్ గా గాలి ఎక్కువ వస్తుంది అనుకొని రియలైజ్ దెన్ హి వెంట్ అండ్ గాట్ ఇట్ బ్యాక్. నౌ లాస్ట్ but not the least, we have to go and get some rolling shots. So plan is to go in my car. Akhil will be shooting the rolling shots of the Swift. There is a driver, dedicated driver from Maruti. They are driving the car. And by the way, the car is good. I actually liked it while driving it. It's a manual car, but the thing is, I did not know the difference. Like if it's a petrol or a CNG. Previously, you would know the difference. There would be a power loss. I did not feel that in this. So let's get some rolling shots and we are good to go. Alright, we are back home, happy with the result. Now we have to sit and edit and see how it goes. There are challenges, like technical challenges sometimes, where the audio sometimes they don't get captured. I use this particular mic. Sometimes I forget to switch this button on and then nothing gets captured. So out of experience we learn that all these things should be switched on before going into the shoot. And yeah, this is how a typical campaign day, a typical collaboration day works for me. Very productive day. I'm so happy doing it. Of course we make money doing that. We enjoy doing that, like shooting outside somewhere out in the sun, having fun with the car, doing all that. Definitely, like I said, you enjoy doing it, then it's never like work. I don't charge for everything. It also depends on the kind of product I'm promoting and a lot of things. If it's like a very niche startup, there's not much market, but it's an interesting product, maybe I'll take it up and do it for free. But if that fellow is making money, then I also want a cut, right? I'm also working, he's also working for making money. He's not a non-profit organization, right? A business is there to make money. Whether it's a friend, whether it's a relation, end of the day, it's about all of us working together and making money. That's how businesses go forward and both of us together grow. Now, I know a lot of you people wanted to pursue this as a career. Yeah, we can't call this a proper career now because I made my life through this. This is my primary source of income. Of course, I do investments and all that, but that's passive source of income. That's not active. Let's talk about how all these things actually work. See, usually 3 entities are involved in a particular brand campaign. The brand, the middleman, that is a PR agency, and the influencer. The main brand who owns the product or the service, obviously they want to market it, right? They want to take it out into the public and let the people know around that yes, our product exists and you people should buy it. So the brand approaches the influencer who has a decent following, and his viewers, his subscribers, they listen to his recommendations. Sometimes the brand approaches the influencer directly, but if it's a big brand, they prefer usually going through the PR agency route. Reason for that is ease of doing business. Because if the brand wants to go and reach out to every automotive influencer, they have to do a proper scouting of the market. Who are the good influencers, who are the bad ones, who have a good legit following, not just random views. So all this filtering and all that, the PR agency already does it, and they have a portfolio of a lot of influencers under them. It's better to hire an agency who takes their cut. Usually it's around 10 to 20%. Pay that fee to the PR agency firm. For my case, in this particular campaign, Maruti, the brand, has approached a PR agency, and the PR agency said, we have one influencer, Sriman Kotaru, and then the PR agency asked me my quotation, how much do I charge for a particular reel or YouTube video, and for every platform we have a different fee. Now pricing, how much I make from a campaign, all that we'll talk later, end of the video maybe, but I give a particular quotation. Usually it's on the higher side, and then the PR agency says, Sriman, that's too high. Usually these negotiations happen for a day or two, and if they feel the budget is good, if they feel that brand is going to pay that much to me, then they give an approval. Sometimes it just happens like that because 90% of the cases the brand gives a lot of liberty to the PR agency. They don't want to get into the headache of negotiation. So they'll say, this is the budget we have, like maybe 20 lakhs for 10 influencers or 20 influencers, depends. So the PR agency has to decide who gets how much. So in this particular case, I gave a certain number, then the PR agency negotiated with me for one more day, and then we finally agreed upon a mutual good number. PR agency is the one who gives me a certain points, okay, like a briefing. We have a couple of calls. For example, this is a call. This con call happens with almost 15 to 20 people.
Just a small request, share your concepts timely so that we can plan the shoots accordingly. Meanwhile, just give your addresses to the agencies so that we can align on the car delivery as well.
These people can be directly from the brand marketing team. It can be a lot of people from the PR agency and me, myself. We schedule a call, we have a conversation, what are they trying to achieve with this particular campaign. And then once we have all the idea about what they want to achieve, then I sit and write a script. It's fun. Like all this process is really fun. I go to a coffee shop, I need some focus time, put my headphones, noise cancellation on, write a nice script. Takes good amount of time, maybe 2 to 3 hours. Then fine tune it, then send it back to the PR agency, and the PR agency again fine tunes it. They send it back to the brand, and the brand decides if that's aligning with their goals or not. This time it was fine, so they sent it back, the approved script. There were a few changes. I had to make those changes and again fine tune it and send it back. This happened for almost 2 months. So let's say we charge like 50,000 rupees for a campaign. So 20% of that 50,000 is going to be around 10,000 rupees that the PR agency is going to keep. But imagine how much money they make, because if an influencer is charging let's say 5 lakhs for a big brand, for a very big campaign, so they make at least 1 lakh on this 5 lakh campaign. And imagine this is not just one influencer. They'll have a list of influencers that they'll be running this campaign with. Maybe the budget is around 1 crore for 100 influencers. Influencers will get small parts of it, but the PR agency will make 20 lakhs in that one campaign with one brand. And then multiply this with multiple brands, multiple campaigns, multiple influencers. They make a big money. End of the day, what did they do? They were the middlemen connecting the brand and the influencer. But it's not as easy as it sounds, because there is a lot of work involved in it. Any business, if you're making money, you have to understand by now that it's not so easy to make money. Whether it's the influencer going through all this hassle of shooting, scripting, running around, having an assistant shoot all this, editing all this, a lot of things go into it. The brand concentrates on making their product, fine-tuning their product, making the service better. The PR agency has to handle all these negotiations with the brand and the influencer. The influencer has to deliver the marketing campaign. Together we all come up with a good result. Now this whole thing is very good for the economy as well. It not only benefits the brand, they get to put their word out. The brand makes a lot of money by selling their products, which means they are making income, right? The brand is making income by selling their products, which means that income is taxed, income tax. So the brand is helping the economy by paying their taxes. Second, the PR agency. Obviously, they also take their cut. So they are also making income, which means that income is to be taxed, and once again, they give back to the economy. Now third, the influencer. The influencer also makes his income by charging all this money. That income tax we have to give back to the economy, to the government. To run all of this show, you need employees. So they employ a lot of people, which means generating jobs. The PR agency is generating jobs. We are all contributing to the economy. And last but not the least, the most important entity. You, the end user, you people get to buy the product, get to learn about the product. Because trust me, influencer marketing, though these days people are promoting everything and anything, it definitely helps. I'll tell you how. It helped me personally in my life. I would never solve my gut issue. I had a lot of problem while I was cutting down my weight. I used to have whey protein as a part of my protein intake, but I had so much of gut issue. There was so much of trauma. I thought I'll give up. But then I've come across a certain influencer who said, once stop your diet completely and try the elimination method. Went back to eating normally without using any whey protein, nothing. And I've observed that everything is fine. My gut issues have vanished. Like it was such a blessing. Some food that I'm taking is not right. After 3 days of no protein at all, I introduced whey protein, and I've observed that the gut issues came back like a switch on. And again, I removed it next day. After 1 or 2 days, again the gut settled down, and again no issues. Then Durkindi Donga, culprit. Stopped using it thanks to that fitness influencer for sharing this kind of knowledge. And he also gave an alternate. He started promoting a product, talking about gut issues, about whey protein in specific. He said, try isolate if you have gut issues. He was trying to promote a particular an isolate protein. And when I used it, I had no gut issues. I can take protein now thanks to this influencer. That, yeah, see, we all got benefited. He got paid. The brand could sell the product. PR agency who did all this, they made little bit of money. We users, what do? We buy the products, right? We are also contributing to the economy. How? GST. We pay goods and service taxes. So all in all, everyone with this influencer marketing is getting benefited. I don't see any loss in it unless someone is promoting the wrong stuff. That is where I have a problem. These days, everyone is an influencer, everyone is a YouTuber. They promote bad riding sometimes. And brands, I think you should take notice of this. PR agencies, please take a note of this. Do not encourage and pay influencers who are promoting wrong stuff. Things like betting, gambling, all these things I don't like to promote. I don't want to judge if it's wrong or right, but in my ethics, I don't want to do that. You know, you're getting someone addicted to something which causes a loss. When I started YouTube, I took an oath for myself that I will not promote something, even if it doesn't give a major benefit. At least end of the day, it shouldn't cause any harm. It shouldn't cause any negative. Here are some screenshots where I rejected so many betting and gambling apps. I would settle my life if I would accept those campaigns. Just to reject these betting gambling apps, instead of saying no, and I said I'll charge 10 lakhs, and they were ready to pay that amount. I was like, dude, this is something fishy. Usually I don't charge that much, but when I just wanted to reject them and I said I'll charge 10 lakhs, they were okay for one campaign. Seriously, kuch to theda hai. So it's not always about the money for me. I have chota sa, koncha little ethics unni. Yes, I do charge because I work for it. I put in my life and time into it. All of us, if you ఒకసారి బయటకు చూడండి పోయి అందరు ఏం చేస్తున్నారు, ఉరుకుతున్నారు లెఫ్ట్ రైట్ అండ్ సెంటర్ పొద్దు నుంచి రాత్రి వరకు. ఎందుకు? To make money. Everyone wants to make money. There's nothing wrong in it unless and until you're breaking some law, you're breaking some rule, you're breaking the ethics of the society and then doing it, then that's wrong. You can also do it, but before you jump in, remember, it is like any other business. Not all businesses around you are successful, right? There are like 100 businesses that start every day maybe, and only 1 or 2 they come out successful, or maybe 0 as well. Same thing with being a YouTuber. Try it out. There's no harm in trying it out. Give it a year or more maybe, but give it 100%. You have to have a genuine love towards doing all this. Whether it's facing the camera, talking like this. I get so much of high talking to the camera like this. And also the challenging part is when you know that no one is going to pay anything for the work you're doing day in and day out. And you have to do this for a couple of years before the first brand deal happens. Also, I know a couple of influencers who put in a ton of effort, but they don't make as much as I make. This difference is always going to be there. I think I'm making certain decent amount, but when I see bigger influencers, bigger YouTubers sitting at the comfort of their house and not even stepping out and still making more money than me. So everyone has their own frequency. Everyone can't be at the same level. That's the beauty of the society. That is the beauty of life. That is the beauty of the whole existence. Milla Baba Sriman itna kada. But if you want to become one and you've decided to become one, pick your interest. Don't see your favorite YouTuber and think you will replicate the same. There's nothing wrong in replicating, but you should actually love doing that. Because I like watching cricket, but maybe I don't like playing cricket. There's a difference. If you're sure about your interest, go into that. For me, first 1 to 2 years was definitely difficult. I never thought about money. I went in with full dedicated passion, full focus. But slowly, brands started taking notice. And the first integration that I did, first campaign was around, I think 12 or 15,000. I don't even remember. Now coming to the main aspect, how do you lighting jara? Now, how do you decide how much to charge a particular brand? How do I decide it? It totally depends on the kind of influencer you are, the quality you provide, the kind of trust your audience has on you, and also the budget the brand has. For example, I know a couple of YouTubers who have millions of subscribers, but the brands and the PR agencies don't pay that much as they pay me, though I'm not like even 500k, but they know that people who follow Sriman are quality people, educated people. His audience think about finances. His audience has a family. Quality of audience matters a lot. And I know you people are like that. The PR agencies, the brands these days, they don't care about views now. They don't care about subscriber count. All they care about is, does his audience listen to him? Does his audience trust him? What's the use of getting 1 million views when 90% of those views are useless? They're just for fun. So if you're planning to become a YouTuber or an influencer, you try to be that quality one. Don't take in every possible deal and make yourself a fool. Because these days, making money is not a problem. You can figure that out. Building the trust takes time, sometimes takes forever. For me, end of the day, it's not just money, but kind of love, the kind of loyal following I get when I meet you people out. It makes my day. There are 12-year-old kids to successful business owners to very powerful people in the government, in the industry who follow me, and they have dear and nice loving respect towards me. So I will never break that trust, no matter what. It's not the money here. This is something money can never buy. Now, Solanta, the main question, asala enta chesukochu? How much money do usually YouTubers charge? A YouTuber having 100,000 subscribers or maybe 100,000 followers on Instagram and his viewership is 90% or at least 70% most of the time. Like let's say he posts 10 videos and in the 10 videos, at least 8 videos get 80,000 views. He can charge somewhere around 40,000 to 50,000 rupees for one brand deal. So imagine having a million subscribers and you get maybe 500,000 views at least. And you can charge somewhere around 2.5 to 4 lakhs to 5 lakhs maybe, depending on the brand, depending on the segment, per brand, per campaign. But not always we charge that high. It starts, I have charged literally 20,000 rupees for a campaign, all the way till 7 to 8 lakhs for one brand deal. But those are not like always, happens once in a while. I'll be open, sometimes I don't even charge anything. I'll charge a very minimal fee. I just ask them to provide me accommodation and flight travel and all that. If the brand is interesting, if the product is interesting, if the service they're providing is something worth my subscribers, what I do is we do a barter kind of a system. If I feel that particular campaign is going to be challenging, I love to take challenges. Otherwise, it's boring to go to the gym and work out like 10 kilos every day, right? You need to put new challenges. Take a 100 kilo dumbbell. उसमें मजा है. That's how your body will grow. That's how your brain will grow. So always try to take up challenges, whether you're an influencer, an employee, or a business owner. Now, to end this, I know there are YouTubers, there are big YouTubers who charge. I don't want to take the names and it's not right. They also have good viewership consistently, so they charge anywhere between unbelievable. Wait, drum roll. Lowest will be 30 lakhs. I'm talking about per deal, per brand campaign. It can go up to almost a crore for one single brand campaign. And if they do, like, imagine 3 to 4 campaigns in a month, which is very unlikely, but if they do, they can make at least 2 to 3 crores a month. And in a year, but these are like very rare. There should be a ton of luck as well. Like I said before, it's again like any other business. Some restaurants, they make 10 lakhs per day in their counter. And there are restaurants that do everything right, but somehow they don't click. They get only 10,000 per day, or sometimes they go into losses as well. So life is all about that. You do your best and hope for the best and keep going. I think I've given off a lot of information for free on this video, right? I think I have to start making courses. That's a good idea. A dedicated course about how to become a proper YouTuber, like one-on-one. We sit like this every day and talk about how to become a YouTuber, how to become an influencer, and I also get you brand deals. How about that? Would you pay for that? Let me know in the comment section, because yeah, that's interesting. Actually, just now I thought about it. If you're interested, we'll actually think about that idea. Chalo, I hope I provided good information. Now let's go back where we finished the shoot and went to have some lunch and all that. Just working doesn't help. You have to put some fuel as well. So just finished having lunch. We had, after a long time, like almost after 2 or 3 months, I came to Pista House. We are packing our stuff.
Mandatory thing.
We just realized that we shot 110 clips. This is for a reel, imagine. And people think it's very easy to become an influencer, become a YouTuber. Atla kaadamma. Chala pani untadi.
అది కనిపించినంత సరదాగా ఉండదు.
ఇప్పుడు ఇదంతా like there are 110 files. This we have to go put it on the timeline of Final Cut Pro, which is again another 25,000. That software if you want to buy, and then start an edit. And then you have to get some right music for it, right mood for it, and then after editing almost like 110 shots, then you have to make that all into, depends on the brand's requirement. Sometimes they say 30 seconds may want one reel. 30 seconds in netla pettalra. And finally, by the time we come, watch it అయిపోయింది. Literally 5:30 in the evening. Of course, I did some edits also, because once I come home with Naisha around, it is very difficult because of disturbance. But it is important to have fun as well. Work plus fun is what adds meaning to your life. So yes, we are going for a movie right now along with my friends, and we are going to the most hyped movie, Pushpa 2. నన్ను వాళ్ళు ఒకటి గుద్దాడు, నేను లైట్ తీసుకున్నా.
మసీద్ బండలో మసీద్ బండ భాషనే మాట్లాడాలి.
మసీద్ బండలో గచ్చిబౌలి మెయిన్ రోడ్ మీద గుద్దాడు.
ఇది గచ్చిబౌలి అంత చెప్పుకునే పాష్ ఏరియా కాదులేరా. మీరు ఇన్ని రోజులు డబ్బు కొట్టి రాడు. ఎంత కోర్ ఏరియా అంటే కుకట్పల్లి వే బెటర్ ఎక్సెప్ట్ ఫర్ ద బస్ స్టాండ్.
అరే నేను ఎప్పుడు రా పాష్ ఏరియా అన్నా ఇది, నేను ఎప్పుడు అనలేదే.
కమ్ ట్రైన్ ట్రాక్ కి ఇటు సైడ్ రా
అంతే అంతే అన్నాం, కానీ
ట్రాక్ కింద ఉన్నట్టు ఉంది, ట్రాక్ ఇటు పక్క ఉన్నట్టు లేదు.
కానీ ఎప్పుడు కూడా మేము ఇట్స్ పాష్ ఏరియా అని చెప్పలేదు.
ఐ హాడ్ హై ఎక్స్పెక్టేషన్స్ బిల్డప్ కి.
మా వాడు బిఎండబ్ల్యూకి బొక్క పెట్టిరు,
తన్నిండు,
కాలుతో తన్నిండు అంట.
మళ్ళీ మెసేజ్లు ఏం చేసిర్రు అన్న అంట. ఏం చేస్తారు అబ్బాయి,
అంత టైం లేదు కూర్చొని అన్ని
పోలీస్ స్టేషన్ కి వెళ్ళి కేసు.
మా పనులన్నీ అయినాక లైఫ్ లో అలాంటి పనులు పెట్టుకోవడం కావాలంటే ఇప్పుడు అట్లాంటి వేరే ఇంపార్టెంట్ పనులు ఉన్నాయి. సో విల్ నాట్ డూ ఆల్ దట్. ఎనీవేస్ వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు పుష్ప మూవీ. ఆఫ్టర్ ఆల్మోస్ట్ ఐ థింక్ 6 or 7 months we are seeing a movie.
ఇప్పుడు ఇది
రెండు చేతులు అనాలా, ఫైర్ కాదు డబుల్ ఫైర్, సారీ వైల్డ్ ఫైర్,
సింగిల్ సైడ్ షేవ్ కా డబుల్ సైడ్ షేవ్.
అండ్ ఐ థింక్ ఆఫ్టర్ అ లాంగ్ టైమ్ 6 months కి బాద్ we both are going, that's fine, but one more stupid buffalo is coming.
వాడిని గుర్చే ఫ్రస్ట్రేషన్ వస్తుంది.
ఇట్లానే ఫ్రస్ట్రేటెడ్ ఉన్నాడు వాడు.
హీ ఈజ్ ఎ వెరీ ఫ్యాన్సీ ఆది.
రాని విల్ టాక్ మోర్. ఎందుకే ఇడు లైఫ్ లో ఫ్రస్ట్రేటెడ్ ఉంటాడు. ఇప్పుడే చెప్తున్నా, చాలా లైఫ్ లో ఫ్రస్ట్రేటెడ్ ఉన్న ఫెలో. నేను ఈ మూవీకి పుష్ప లాంటి మూవీ కాదు, పుష్పం చేతిలో ఒక పుష్పం పెట్టాలి వీడికి. ఆఫ్టర్ హౌ మెనీ ఇయర్స్
వీడు ఈవీ కార్ పోయినట్టే మనం.
మధ్యలో ఛార్జింగ్ అంటే
ఎంత ఉందిరా బ్యాటరీ?
65%.
65%.
సో అంటే వెళ్తాం కానీ రిటర్న్
అక్కడ
3.5 hours మూవీ డ్రైన్ అయిపోతాం.
మనం డ్రైన్ అవుతాం, కార్ కాదు. ఏంపీ కింద చార్జర్ ఉంది.
ఐ థింక్ పాజిటివ్ రా, హీ కెన్ చార్జ్ ఇన్ 3 hours to full charge.
1 hour.
Then after how many years are you seeing a movie?
We saw Deadpool last
Deadpool అది ఎప్పుడు రా?
ఇప్పుడు మాట్లాడుకుంటే మేము
3 months back ఇప్పుడు పోయినాం అనుకుంటా.
లాస్ట్ టైం ఐ సా a movie. Charan was living in Kukatpalli.
He was jobless.
Charan was a YouTuber. He was a YouTuber.
Sorry, YouTuber that time.
He was a YouTuber.
అప్పుడు నేను జాబ్లెస్ అయితే నువ్వు ఇంకా పెద్ద జాబ్లెస్.
అరే నాకు గుర్తులేదు నువ్వు యూట్యూబర్ అని.
Charan was married.
అంటే ఇప్పుడు కాదా?
ఏమరా మనం దాన్ని చూడలేదు తెలుసా? మేము 3 months
గోవా వెళ్ళింది, నాకు తెలియదు.
Charan was our friend once upon a time. He used to meet us.
అరే టైం లేకపోతే 10 సినిమాకి వస్తారా?
He had to.
నువ్వు అంత బిజీ అయిపోయినా ఈ టైంలో దొరకట్లేదు నువ్వు.
నా వాల్యుబుల్ స్లీప్ టైం మీకు ఇస్తున్నా, మీకు అర్థం అవుతుందా?
చాలా. అరే we appreciate you Raja.
Yeah, and he scheduled.
Coming for the movie, no
we never go
spend 3.5 hours.
Yeah. Why do we play badminton?
4 hours
మరి బ్రేక్ టైం ఎవరికి ఇస్తా?
more time with you is better రా.
అది మనోజ్ చెప్పు, నాకు
కాదు. ఇదంతా సరే కొంచెం స్ప్లిట్ వైజ్ క్లియర్ చేయి నాకు.
డబ్బులు లేవంట మా వాడి దగ్గర. పెద్ద బైక్ బైకులు మాత్రం అసలు తగ్గేదేలే, అసలు పుష్పానే వైల్డ్ ఫైర్ మావాడు. కానీ అకౌంట్ మా వాడికి ఫస్ట్ టైం 18,000 ఉంది.
డబ్బులు ఉంటాయి సార్, పెట్రోల్ పెట్టినానుకుంటా.
పెట్రోల్ కి డబ్బులు ఉన్నాయి, మరి బండికి
అయినా తీసి మా ఇంట్లోనే పెట్టుకుంటాం కదా. పెట్రోల్ ఉందని చెప్పి
అప్పటికి స్కేల్ మోడల్ ఇస్తా కదరా, కొత్త పెద్ద బండి ఎందుకురా? చేసామా?
చేయలే రాని నమ్మకాడి మీద నమ్మకం లేదు.
టెన్షన్ వస్తుంది సార్.
బుకింగ్లు అన్నైనా కానీ వాడు కొంటాడో లేదో నాకు చాలా డౌట్.
ఇంకా అకౌంట్ లోకి రాలేదురా ఆ డబ్బులు. సరే ఏమన్నాడు వాడు?
ఈ రోజు నైట్ రేపు పొద్దున అన్నాడు. రేపు పొద్దున రాకపోతే నేను నిన్నే అడుగుతా.
Please check with the team and get back.
ఆడ రాకపోతే నేను నిన్నే అడుగుతా బ్యాలెన్స్ పంపివని.
నేను నిన్ను ఉల్టా బ్యాలెన్స్ పంపిమనాల్సి వస్తారు రే.
ఉన్న బ్యాలెన్స్ ఉల్టా పంపి విత్ ఇంట్రెస్ట్. ఒక 1 month పెట్టుకున్నాడు డబ్బులు.
శ్రీమన్ నాకు మంచి ఐడియా ఇచ్చిండ్రా.
కట్ చేస్తా ఇక్కడ.
You know us, no Cherry, you trust us. No,
I don't
take the bike. Why do you need so many lakhs in booking advance? అరే మన అసలు చూడరా ఇట్లా మాట్లాడు.
అసలు మాకు
6 years నుంచి కలిసి ఇండియా మొత్తం తిరిగినాం రా. టోకెన్ అమౌంట్ తీసుకోవాలా నువ్వు? యాక్చువల్లీ
టోకెన్ అమౌంట్ తీసుకోవద్దు.
ఫార్మాలిటీస్ ఉంటాయి కదా.
ఎందుకుంటే ఫార్మాలిటీస్ ఈ షుడ్ పే.
అది కాదు, రియల్ ఎస్టేట్ లోనే 1 రూపీ తీసుకొని వాళ్ళు ప్లాట్ బుకింగ్ చేసుకుంటారు.
ఎందుకంటే అమ్మరు కదా. వాడు ఎవరితో అమ్ముతాడు కదా.
మీరు ఇట్లా తల ఊపండి సార్.
అది కూడా వేరేవాడు అమ్ముతాడు కదా. ఏముంది 1 రూపీ కూడా బెనిఫిట్.
ఒక బైక్ నువ్వు 3 lakhs అడ్వాన్స్ తీసుకుంటా. ఎంత మనం బాకీ వీడికి ఇప్పుడు
చాలా
డిఫరెన్స్ చెరి.
చాలా పెద్ద అమౌంట్.
పెద్ద అమౌంట్ లో డిఫరెన్స్ వచ్చింది రా చెరి.
జస్ట్ ఇప్పుడు అయితే 18,000 ఇస్తాము.
ఎక్కువ మాట్లాడాము ఇంకో వేరే
18,000 వస్తే జీరో బ్యాలెన్స్ ఫైన్ పడుతుంది.
బండి వేరే వాడు కమ్మేస్తే బుకింగ్ అమౌంట్ కూడా రిటర్న్ ఇయ్యా. బండి ఇండియాకి వచ్చిందని.
This is why Ducati is not selling motorcycles.
నేను అందుకే అక్కడ చేర్చాము. So that we can get this benefits.
Talks to
customers.
CEO till 7 PM. After that, come.
అరే ఫినిష్ చేయరా ప్లీజ్ రా చెరి.
కలిసి ఉంటరా
లాపక్ రా చెరి.
Come catch.